Welcome everyone to Ronida Island episode number 2 on Deep South Gaming. We went ahead and slept through the night at the end of the last episode. It was almost 6 o'clock, so I went ahead and slept. And today I think we're going to create our first field. We do have some wood we can sell. And let's see here, 1,100 liters of wood chips. So let's get on our tractor and disconnect this mower. And then we'll head down to the store and see what kind of a plow we'll get to create our first field. Starting in episode 4 of this series, I will start accepting viewer contracts. So if you'd like to have a viewer contract done, just leave it in the comments and I'll jot them down and get to them as soon as I can. Okay, we are at the shop and our tractor has 247 horsepower. So we need to keep that in mind as we get a plow. This 9MT requires 235, so we might struggle a little bit with it, but we'll go ahead and get it. And we'll go ahead and make it our Deep South Gaming colors. I didn't buy it. Did I? No, I didn't. Let's try that again. I don't know what this is. This requires 235. At 10.5 meters, but it'll do 24 miles per hour. This one will do 9 at 11. I think we'll keep it more realistic. Alright, we'll purchase that. And while we're here, let's also go ahead and get a seeder so we can plant the field. It's not going to be too big of a field, so I'm just going to get a small seeder with a fertilizer distributor. So that only holds 600 liters of fertilizer, so we'll go ahead and add that. Rim color, we'll go with black. And that brings us down to 38,000. Should have left the weight. We'll just drop it off right here for now and come back later for it. Alright, we'll put the plow on the front. And we'll put the seeder on the back. Now is there a place to buy seeds, like a bulk silo here? Water tank, lime station, gas station, no. So we'll have to buy a pallet of seeds. and a pallet of fertilizer. Fertilizer's high. And we'll go ahead and buy 4 things of lime because we're going to need lime our field too. But we'll just go ahead and lease that. This is the only one that will do lime and fertilizer. So we'll lease this, and we'll come back for it when we're ready to lime. Okay, why is it not letting me fill the tool up? Alright, we got the seeds. And we got the fertilizer, so let's head back to our farm. Should have checked before I bought it, but we should see how much the lime station is selling lime for. Even though lime's not really that high. 334 for 1,000 liters, so it is a little cheaper by about $100 per 1,000 liters. So we'll start using that instead. All right, we'll drop the seeder off here. Drop the plow off here. Now, since the power requirement is so close for this plow, I'm going to pull it backwards. For some reason, it works that way, but requires less horsepower. All right, we'll unfold this. And we'll start our field about right here. And allow it to create fields. And I'll probably just cut us into a time lapse of this. As you can see in the preceding time lapse, I forgot to line after I plowed and started putting seeds in the ground. So we do have a stripe halfway around the first headland that has lime exposed, but it is what it is. I don't think that's a big deal. We'll go ahead and return our lime spreader because we won't need it for 3 more years. I was going to plant oats, but forgot we have barley. I mean, season's growing, so we had to plant barley right now. All right, we're going to head back to the shop and get us a trailer to load this wood on. I'll see you all when we get there. All right, welcome back. We just made it to the shop. All right, we're going to need a flatbed trailer to haul the wood around. And I think we'll go ahead and go with this 40-foot flatbed auto-load bale trailer. But we'll customize it to do other auto loads. And I guess we'll go ahead and just straight up buy it, even though it's gonna cut down most of our money. But if we can get some more from selling the wood, so all right, we got 5,000 liters of wood beams, planks, and long planks. Now I believe that it'll be sold over the grate since I didn't see any other selling spot, but we'll just double check. So we'll tag it and head down there. Yeah, most of your farm markets, you'll have a gray area for like grain and stuff, and then just a pallet unload area for everything else, for bales, pallets, and the likes. So yep, it's right over the grading area. So we'll pull up to here and automatically start selling. We made $57,897 off that. I wonder if in financing it shows our nope. I don't know where to go to check out our financing for our financed vehicles. But we'll get parked and we'll look at that in a second. Maybe it's under, maybe I can't pull it up. I'm going to go ahead and turn off fieldstones because I really don't want to deal with them. But we'll leave lime on and periodic plowing on. I guess we'll cut down some trees. That might be a little too loud for y'all, so let me turn the vehicle down a little bit. Seems to be a little bit better. Alright, we're still at 8 meters, I believe. Yep. I like to try to get these in as best of a stack as I can when I'm doing these. And of course we get stuck behind another tree. We'll just cut this one here. Alright, I'll let y'all go for now while I cut trees, and then I'll bring you in when I go to sell them. Alright, welcome back in. We took our first load to our sawmill, and now we have 88,000 liters of wood in there to process. Whoops, I forgot to turn the tension belts off. Now fixing to sell this wood. 16,600. Not too bad. So now we're up to 7,600, $76,000 in our account. Now I'm debating what plot to buy next. Sorry, I had to sneeze. This one has a lot of trees, that's for sure. This one has that big old hill next to ours. And this one is open, so we could put a field there or build a farmyard or whatnot. I'm just not sure what exactly which one I want to do just yet. But we shall see. I guess I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep for the night, because the only thing to do is cut down trees, but that's what I've been doing for a while, so alright, welcome back to October. Let's go ahead and move all this out of our way. Just set it right here in the corner. After property cost, leasing interest, or loan interest, I should say, and everything went down to $58,000. We do have more wood to sell, which is a good thing. And let's go ahead and check, see what's on sale. And nothing, well, eventually we do need a trailer, but 18.5 thousand liter trailer, that really is not that high of capacity. So we'll come over here and grab our flatbed trailer. And load this wood up over here, take it to sell. Wow, this thing does have a pretty good range on it. It picked up the line. I don't know if that will sell at the farmer's market. We'll see. Actually, we can check right here. Yes, the farmer's market will buy it. So, no need to hold on to it. It actually sells for a better price than we bought it for, so I'm not going to complain. All right, and we sold everything for 80,000. I cut that too tight. Yeah, so I've decided I'm going to buy this plot right here next to us because this is a logging series and there's a lot of trees there. So, all right, we're down to $95,000. All right, and I guess this is where I'll leave y'all for this episode. If you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, notification bell, so you don't miss an episode of Deep South Gaming. Again, thank you from Deep South Gaming.